Hi, I'm Leah.
And I'm Deveter, and you're listening to
Let's Chat.
Hey, Leah.
Hey, Mommy.
How you doing?
I'm chilling.
It's been a while.
Good amount of time.
A good amount of time. Welcome to a new season of Let's Chat. Leah and I have been super busy over the past few months, and so we finally made some time to get back into the studio so that we can come and hang out with you guys. Leah, what are we going to talk about today?
Today, we're going to be having a good little convo about stress and anxiety.
Stress and anxiety. Stress is definitely something that can change your life. I've heard about people, having heart attacks and all kinds of different negative things that can happen in your body because of stress. And it's real. Anxiety as well. What is your relationship to stress and anxiety?
Well, I'm very prone to stress. Ever since I was a wee lad, I've just been a little stressful person. Because it's not that I like to do it, because no one likes to be stressed. No one wants to be stressed. It's just that once things start piling up, coming in, like, more things need to be done, it's just easy to be like,
How do you define stress, though? Like, what does that mean when you say, oh, I'm so stressed out? What does that mean?
It's just like, you just got a lot going on. You have a lot of things to complete, to do. And it's just like keeps building more and more. And you have like a long list to do. And it's like, oh man, this is really like messing with my head, things that I have to do. So I'm stressed.
So do you think that, well, no, not do you think. How do you manage your stress level?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't think I do. I'll just be doing what I got to do.
You be thugging it out.
Yeah.
So I also can identify with being stressed and anxious about things and trying to get as many things off your list, trying to make sure that you're accomplishing all the goals that you have set up, the things that you have written down and say, on your checklist that you need to check off and things you need to make sure that you do. A couple of weeks ago, I was very stressed. Like, I had a lot going on at work and then a lot going on at home, and I was trying to figure out how to manage all the things that I need to do. And I found that one thing that really helps me is like writing down and identifying what takes precedence. Like, what are the things that I know I have to do? What are the things that that can kind of wait? And then what are the things that really can come off the list and will be taken care of when they get taken care of? So for you, how are you? But you have to manage your stress. Like, you have to figure out how to get through to the next things that you need to do. What are you doing to do that?
Well, like you, I write things down. Like, I've used my reminders app and that kind of thing. And yeah, just write them down and have a little checklist. And when I'm like really stressed, I always start with cleaning my room. So it's like easier for me to look around. Like, I have a clean place so that I can mess it up again. But
Yeah, Lord, it gets messed up again. It gets very, very messed up.
So I can mess it up again, but it's not as bad. Like, I can put things on my bed, plan things out accordingly. Like, it's just easier.
That's a really good idea. Making sure that you have a fresh, clean slate can definitely help alleviate your stress. Are the things that you are stressing things that you could have prevented the stress? Like, are there ways that you can look back and say, man, if I would have did X, Y, and Z differently, I probably wouldn't feel like my plate is so full?
It depends on what is causing me stress, because if it's like school assignments or like studying for tests and that kind of thing, I can't really.
Yeah, nothing
like, there's nothing I can do about having like 10 tests in a day.
Right.
So I just gotta work it out. Manage my time, give like a certain set time to do things.
Do you stick to it when you say, okay, I'm going to devote 15 minutes to this and then 20 minutes to that? Like, do you stick to it?
I try my best to, but sometimes things happen. Things like take longer than I expected, or like something else like takes over, and I just gotta try to plan it out better. So like I know for the future that, okay, this is gonna take longer, so I have to give it more time. Yeah.
I understand. I can fully identify with stress. What are some things? Okay, so you make your list, you clean your room, start from a clean slate. What else do you do while you're in the midst of the stress? What do you do as a stress reliever?
I walk around.
You walk around.
I don't know. It's very random, but like if I'm stressed or something, I like get up and like walk around.
Okay.
Like walk around the house because like I need to get away from it for like 2 seconds.
That's understandable.
Because like it's just like if I keep looking at it, I'm not gonna do anything. So I need to like get up, walk around, get a little snack, drink some water, then come back. So take a deep breath, like come back so I can be like, let me actually get this done.
Yeah.
Because I procrastinate.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
like,
you do.
All right. That you can't be talking. Yeah. Yeah.
I too procrastinate. I think that personally, when I feel like I have a large project in front of me, like I know about it weeks ahead of time and I'm like, I'm going to get it done. And then I, take on little projects here and there. And then that big project is just staring me in the face. And I'm like, I think it's avoidance.
Yeah.
Sometimes I avoid things that I don't really want to do. And I definitely have to get better about procrastinating. So how can I help you not procrastinate? Because if I am being the example, I'm procrastinating. How in the world can I help you?
I mean, it's not, I don't procrastinate like terribly, like 10 minutes. I got a crunch. Like, I don't do that.
Yeah, you do
I would
like
give myself
day.
a few hours at least. At least. Maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
But I just try to, I know what I have to do, and I'll always get it done.
Yes. We always get it done.
So if that's always, it's not good. It's not a good habit. But if I get it done, and I'm not failing or like...
You're definitely not
It's
failing.
not terrible.
Yeah. But you have to do something to try to alleviate that level of stress and anxiety. You know what I mean? Like you have to try and definitely plan better, plan ahead, think ahead, motivate yourself to just get the thing done within a timely manner so that you're not feeling the weight of the stress on you, because we don't want you to get sick. We don't want you, to have to deal with issues in your body. Stress can definitely mess with your body. Like your physical body can be negatively impacted by stress.
Yeah.
People, like I said earlier, have heart attacks because of stress. Some of the things we have to just let go of.
Yeah.
Breathe through it and keep it moving. So we're going to manage our stress, and we're going to continue to podcast, and we're going to continue to talk to our friends and, just share how we're managing our lives and our time. Yes.
So we're also talking about anxiety.
Yes.
I'm not anxious. I'm not going to hold you. Yeah. I don't think I get anxious.
Really?
I don't know. Because I don't know. What is anxiety?
Okay. So anxiety is when you are pondering on something, or you have something that you need to do and you're not sure the decisions that you need to make. You're unsure of things, and it makes you like your heart could be racing really fast and you're overthinking things. You do get anxious. Prime example. Okay. Yesterday, you were invited to a party. Oh. You thought you were going to have to wear a costume for the party. You wasn't sure. And your friend was like, oh, no, you don't have to wear a costume, even though the night before you'd worked on this costume and you was all stressed out about it and you got it done and then you was really happy. And then your friend was like, you don't have to wear a costume, but you do have to wear party clothes. And then you were like, well, what are party clothes? And you were, going through the whole emotions and the anxiety, the level of like, what decisions do I make? How do I make the decision? What am I going to wear? Blah, blah, blah. And then you figured it out. Yeah. But you do get anxious.
I don't know.
You do.
I don't know.
You do.
Because when I think of anxiety, I think of thinking, like the definition that I got told a lot was thinking about what's going to happen next. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to hold you. Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep it a stack.
100.
100.
Okay. Okay. All right, go ahead.
I don't really... my main thing that I say is, it is what it is.
You do say that.
Whatever happens, happens. At the end of the day,
it's night.
It's night.
Yes, those are the things that you say. But I think you say those things because you're covering up the fact that the future has to come. And we all know, if you all have listened to the Let's Chat podcast, Leah does not really like to talk about the future.
Sure don't.
Or think
Sure don't.
about the future.
Sure don't.
She's, not anti-future, but like she doesn't want to think about the future.
Yeah.
So when you say that you're not anxious, is because you're saying in the back of your mind, well, I'm not thinking about tomorrow, I'm not thinking about the next thing. But in reality, you are. Like, you're trying to ignore the truth of thinking about your future. And the Bible, we do Bible.
Yeah.
The Bible says to be anxious for nothing, right? And that means not to worry about anything. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't plan ahead. So I think leveling your stress and leveling anxiety comes with planning. So when you're able to plan ahead and think about, okay, what are my next moves? What are the things that are important to me for the next steps in my life, whether it be a particular class, whether it be something extracurricular, what are my next steps and how do I get those things done? And that will help to lessen your stress and anxiety. And that goes for both of us,
That's real.
Yeah, I'm so glad we're back in the studio. We're back in the studio.
Yeah.
This has been a great conversation about stress and anxiety. I hope that you all have enjoyed this moment with Leah and I, and that you are managing your stress and anxiety, because the world we living in right about now can be extremely stressful. So sometimes you have to turn off social media. You have to turn off the television. Read a book. What's the last book you read, Leah? Don't do it like that. I just returned the book for you.
I don't remember the name.
Well, we'll definitely have the name of her last book recommendation in the notes of the podcast. And we'll be back again next week.
Yeah.
Because we're back.
We're back.
We are back. Thanks so much for listening. Please check us out on social. We are on Instagram, Let's Chat _podcast. We on Twitter, but we really don't be on Twitter. So check us out on Instagram, Let's Chat _podcast.
Yep.
Thanks so much for listening, everyone. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.